Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one we got a Michigan basketball preview video to the Colorado State game in the first round of the NCAA tournament. It's the number 11 seed Michigan at 17-14 taking on number 6 Colorado State as they stand at 25-5 for their overall record. This game will be played on Thursday, March 17th at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, and it will be the first round matchup of the day and of the whole tournament. So we're going to be getting into everything in this video, talking about this whole matchup, everything you guys need to know about this matchup, and previewing it for you guys. So if you guys are new around here, I greatly appreciate it if you could go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and other than that, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about right off the gate here, as we look at both schedules here. So as you can see, Michigan beat San Diego State 72-58 earlier on in the season. And then if you go ahead and take a look at Colorado State, they actually lost to Colorado State 79-49 on January 8th. They lost by 30 points. The next time they played San Diego State, they actually beat them 58-57, but still only 1 point. And then in the Mountain West tournament, San Diego State beat them again 63-58. So those are two losses right off the bat that Colorado State has lost to a team that Michigan actually beat this season. Another team that Michigan beat, they beat UNLV 74-61, and UNLV beat Colorado State 88-74 on January 28th, and they also beat Colorado State again 72-51 on February 19th. So those are all the same teams that Michigan and Colorado State played this season. Michigan won both of them. Colorado State lost 4 out of the 5. And went 1-4 in games that Michigan played. Michigan went 2-0 in games that Colorado State played when they played the same teams on their schedule. And Colorado State this season has a record of 25-5. So 4 out of their 5 losses came from teams that Michigan beat this year. Obviously, Michigan has struggled and very inconsistent, the whole team. However, Michigan did have a much tougher schedule than Colorado State. Some key wins, though, that Colorado State did beat was St. Mary's. They blew them out 74-58. Very good win there. They also beat Boise State twice, 77-74, and then they beat them again 71-68. Colorado State also beat Mississippi State 66-63 on December 11th earlier in the season. But as far as that goes, those are pretty much all the good wins they really got. You look at Michigan's schedule, they've had some bad losses. However, they've also had some good losses. They lost to Arizona. North Carolina was a pretty bad loss. But they have beaten some teams. Minnesota was a bad loss. They got better throughout the season. UCF was another bad loss. However, UCF just lit it up against us. But some good wins that Michigan did win was against Indiana, 80-62 on the road. They also beat number 3 Purdue at the time, 82-58. Then they also beat Iowa 84-79. They also beat Rutgers 71-62. They beat Michigan State 87-70, and they beat Ohio State 75-69. Michigan has been very inconsistent this whole time, this whole season, and it showed. I mean, their whole season summed up in one game. It would have to be the Michigan-Indiana in the Big Ten tournament. Great first half. Michigan leading by a lot. They led by 17 with 13 minutes to go in the second half against them, and they did not make a shot or make a field goal in 10 plus minutes and lost the game 74-69. So with that being said, we can look at Colorado State's quad 1 wins. They went 5-3 against quad 1 teams, and I mean, like I said, Colorado State had a much easier schedule. However, Michigan also had a terrible season, 17-14, barely got in the NCAA tournament. Lucky they got the 11 seed and didn't have to play in a play-in game. With all that being said, we go ahead and look at David Roddy for Colorado State, 6'5" junior, usually plays at forward, can also play at center. Mountain West Player of the Year, averaging 19.4 points per game, 7.6 rebounds per game, and 1 block per game. He's a very good shooter, field goal percentage above 50%, and 3-point percentage somewhere around 43%, something like that. And at 252 pounds, looks like a linebacker or a football player out there. He can still dribble, break down defenders, and has a nice shot and definitely can play some basketball. So he's a very good player. That's one dude that Michigan has to lock up. Another guy is Isaiah Stevens, the guard, can shoot the ball very, very well. And Isaiah Stevens and David Roddy, if Colorado State is going to beat Michigan, they are both going to have to really play well, especially with the size advantage to Michigan. When David Roddy's playing center, we are going to attack inside. We need to get the ball inside to Hunter Dickinson and Diabate because we can bully them in the inside with our height advantage. Colorado State, they use 7 guards in their rotation for subs, and very small team compared to Michigan. However, with that being said, they can play Colorado State can play a 5-wing offense and use David Roddy and Isaiah Stevens to shoot the ball, make some plays, so they can run that offense. They have a very good offense. However, their defense has struggled a lot and has their weaknesses all season, mainly probably because they are a smaller team. So the one guy that plays center for most of the minutes is Deshaun Thomas. He is 6'9". He plays most of the time at center. So what I'm looking for in this game is for Colorado State, David Roddy and Isaiah Stevens to really carry the load for Colorado State. Colorado State's also going to have to play some good defense against Michigan. However, Michigan has been a very inconsistent team. They can be deadly when playing at their best, but all season they have been very inconsistent. And in fact, their last 11 games, it's been like win-loss, 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 win-loss. And I'm pretty sure last 10 games it's been win-loss, 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 win-loss. Losing to Indiana, obviously, in the Big Ten tournament. So very inconsistent, and shooting inconsistency is also a problem for Michigan. Although we do need bench players to step up, hopefully like Kobe Buffkin if he gets some playing time, Terrence Williams, Brandon Johns Jr. if he can contribute, Frankie Collins. But the starters, as far as the starters go, Musa Diabate, Hunter Dickinson, have to dominate in the inside against this smaller Colorado State team. Especially Hunter Dickinson, he should have like 20 points at least in this game, maybe even more. Eli Brooks, Devontae Jones has been playing very good recently, and if he gets going, he's been very good recently. So, and Caleb Houston can be the X factor for this Michigan team. If he can shoot the ball from 3, this team could make a run in the NCAA tournament. So it's just got to be players stepping up. We know we can do good. Also, defensively, Michigan can be very good defensively. However, they can break down very easily, just like the Indiana game. We broke down. Nothing was going our way, and we just broke down defensively, made some mistakes. We have some younger guys out there, so that's why. But against Colorado State, their offense gonna have to really, make them work hard and not, if we let David Roddy and Isaiah Stevens get going from beyond the arc, it's going to be a long night for Michigan. So defense, very key in this matchup. Michigan also likes to run a little trap, full court press sometimes in moments, and also just a full court press. So watch out for that kind of defense for Michigan. With that being said, though, I think I touched up everything I wanted to. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think is going to happen in this matchup. If I had to guess, I think I'm going with Michigan, and in fact, ESPN actually has Michigan 73.1% chance to win this. Colorado State 26.9%. The spread right now is in Michigan's favor at 2.5. So we'll see what happens. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think. What's your score predictions? I'm not going to give you a score prediction, but if I had to guess, I think Michigan is the better team. I think they have the size advantage, the big guys to win this game, and they should win this maybe by even 10+, but we'll see. Now, Colorado State, hey, they are a good team. They're here for a reason. so don't count them out. But Michigan, I think, will win this game for sure. And other than that, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.